Last year we had 62 apprentices. This year we've got 73. And that's about the most that we've had. But we need the apprentices because we've got some big projects going on.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
We have a 5-year-long apprenticeship program. We could take guys who don't really know anything, or we take a lot of guys who already have some previous experience, in some mechanical field, even as a pipe fitter or welder, and they might come in as a first-year apprentice. But we have a 5-year apprenticeship that the daytime or nighttime classes go from September through like mid-May, and then throughout that 5-year period they're also working during the day. So they're going to go to work and work their normal schedule. Sometimes typically it's 40 hours. But there are jobs, right now we've got jobs going on where they might be working 50, 60, even 70 hours. Some of those jobs require 6 days, 7 days, but typically it's a 40-hour work week, and then in the evenings they'll come to class 2 nights a week for training, and then they do that for 5 years. And when that 5 years is over, they're technically a journeyman, but they still have a lot to learn. I mean, we've got guys that are been journeymen for 30 years, and they're still learning every day because the technology is continually advancing. So that's why we try to keep up on the classes, on the technology. So we have journeymen that come back for classes to renew their licenses and certifications, and to get new ones. So you're technically a journeyman after 5 years, but you never stop learning. We do have large contractors that, when they are doing work in this area, they will come to us and ask us, how many men do we have available to do a certain project, because they're going to base their decisions off of that. Some of our local contractors are going to do the same thing. Generally, we have about, anywhere from 50 to 70 apprentices. Last year we had 62 apprentices. This year we've got 73, and that's about the most that we've had. But we need the apprentices because we've got some big projects going on right now, and then a few years down the road. So typically we have about 10 to 20 every year that will make into journeymen. New journeymen. So basically, when you fill out your application, we have an online application, and you have to come and you have to take an aptitude test, which is a pretty, it's a pretty basic. You just got some mechanical aptitude and some mathematics and some reading. And if you get a 70% on that, then you come for an interview. And when we do the interviews, there's 8 trustees that are on our apprenticeship committee. They're the ones who are doing the interview. I ask all the questions, and those guys score each person. So at the end of the interview, each person gets an individual score from 0 to 100 points. And then after that, they're all put on a ranking list. So whoever scores the highest is on top, and then it just goes down from there. And then we decide how many apprentices we're going to take, and then we just go from the list. And then if you don't get in initially, then you're basically an alternate. Everybody on that list is an alternate that doesn't get in. And so, this year we ended up taking, I think, 5 or 6 of the alternates because we just kept getting more and more calls for manpower.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit BusinessJournalDaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to AfterHoursYoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.